What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be comparing the Tamron 150 to 500 with the Sigma 100 to 400. So the 100 to 400 has been my favorite lens for wildlife photography lately. I've been using it a lot. It's really lightweight, but it's not weather sealed very well. There's no gasket up here. All we have is 1 point of weather sealing, one gasket back here on the lens mount. So I just don't feel comfortable with this lens when I'm out and it's raining or really dusty. I feel like it's going to suck a lot of that dust and moisture into the barrel. The autofocus is really great. The image stabilization is pretty good. 400 millimeters is not that good. For the Sigma FP mount, you can get a teleconverter, and you can see that it's made to fit a teleconverter, but Sony is actually blocking Sigma from making a teleconverter for the FE mount on that lens. So with the Tamron 150 to 500, this lens, it's got better weather sealing. It's got a gasket back here. You can see they didn't even attempt to make this large enough to fit a teleconverter because they already knew that Sigma wasn't allowed to make one for their lens. So they didn't even make it, you know, where it would accept a teleconverter. We've got an Arca Swiss compatible mount right here, so you don't have to have any extra little mount on the bottom of there if you're using an Arca Swiss tripod. I really like holding the lens and the camera with this when I'm taking photos or when I'm just carrying it. I'll use this as a way to just carry the lens because this is substantially heavier than the Sigma. One thing I really like about this one is you can lock it. It's got this locking mechanism where you can lock it in place at any point in the zoom range. So you could have it all the way out at 500 and have it locked, which is really useful. On the Sigma, you can lock it, but only when it's fully retracted. So we've got this regular lock mechanism to lock it, but there's no way to lock it when it's extended. And I do feel like the image quality and just the build quality is a little bit better on the Tamron. Of course, it's $400 more expensive. It's got 3 different modes for the vibration compensation. It's not called image stabilization. That's just what Tamron calls it. And they're pretty good. Number 3 is what I'm usually using just for framing. Number 1 is just all around, and number 2 is for panning. So yeah, it works pretty good. I would say the image stabilization is equal between the two. So here's some images from the Sigma. I've really enjoyed just the focal range of having 500 millimeters on this lens. And here's a few images from the Sigma. So here's a few images from the Tamron. I've really enjoyed this lens. It's got a great reach. I like the weight of it. I like a heavier lens like this. And here's some images from the Sigma. These are really good because I was really close to this bird, and I feel like for the time being, I feel like the autofocus is better on the Sigma, especially for close-up stuff. It just focused a little faster. It's not that the Tamron wasn't fast, it's that it was back focusing a lot, especially on closer subjects, which is sad because the Tamron has really good macro capabilities. You can focus really close to an image. You can get good photos of bugs on leaves and stuff like that at 150 or even at 500. So it wasn't that it was slow, it's just that it was back focusing. It was focusing on the background a lot more often than the Sigma. The reason my photos from the Sigma are a lot better is because it's been out a year compared to the Tamron, which just came out this month. So I haven't been shooting with the Tamron for as long, but I do feel like the image quality and the build quality is better on the Tamron, so that's what I would suggest getting. After I've been shooting with this lens for a long time, I'm sure I'm going to have images that are just as good as the images I have from the Sigma. So I'm going to be doing more videos on both of these lenses. If you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.